The MACTA board presents the Lifetime Achievement Award to individuals in recognition of a long-standing career in community television, while also contributing their time and efforts to MACTA through board and or committee service. And past winners can be found on the MACTA website. We usually don't do this every year. We've had the past 2 years, and I thought we were not going to be doing one this year. Or so I thought, but on Monday, yes, only 2 days ago, we found out that one of our MACTA and NATOA rock stars announced her coming retirement in November. In case you haven't heard, it is my honor to award Jodie Miller with the coveted MACTA Lifetime Achievement Award. As you know, Jodie Miller has played a key role for MACTA, especially helping out with our legislation and new funding initiative. And hopefully after she retires, she'll stay in touch and come back and celebrate with us when we get our new funding source, right? So I'm going to read the plaque for all of you. So Jodie Miller, in recognition of 35 years of dedication to local community television, 10 years of service on the NATOA board, including 3 years as president, and service on the MACTA board, including 2 years as president, and 29 years as co-chair of the Legislative Committee. Your leadership has been invaluable to MACTA. Signed, the MACTA Board of Directors, July 31st, 2024. Aww, thank you, Jodie. Yes. I'll move this out of the way.
I love Eric because he's a lot taller than me, even when I wear high heels, and for a lot of other reasons too. Thank you. This is so awesome. My time as a lifer, aka dinosaur, at NBC4 and Town Square Television has been truly a joy, and I treasure the friendships with each of you and the opportunity to learn and work with some of the best people. I remember the mentors who were so generous in welcoming me into this fold when I started in 1989. I'm not going to list names, I would love to, but I will screw up, so I won't. But I do recall that when I started at the age of 23 as the education coordinator, our boss, Holly Yerrigan, really prioritized membership dues and conference fees to allow us to travel and go to conferences in Minnesota, in Wisconsin. In my very first summer, 3-4 months on the job, I got to go to Dallas for an ACM conference. And I think that's very important, and all of you obviously come from organizations like this. And when I got there, the people were extremely welcoming and always willing to accept us young kids into the fold, let us be on committees, let us learn things, and show us and demonstrate that you stay out all night partying and you show up for the 8 a.m. session the next morning. So that's been one of my lessons that I try to teach my staff. Right? I appreciate my colleagues who have grown up together with me in this field, and I am going to name a couple of names. Brian Grogan has been our legal counsel for at least 25 years, so we grew up together, and he's just been awesome. I know he's coming, but I don't think he's here yet. And then the dream team that I got to work with on the legislative session earlier this year, Karen, Eric, and Sam, Mike Bradley and Nancy Werner, Pierre and Ellen from Goff, Daniel Lightfoot, Bob Vos, and the wonderful MACTA board, Dave Kaiser, Shannon, Scott Denfeld, Bob, and Carmen. I have one regret. It will be missing the 2025 session with this awesome team, but I feel really great about the momentum that MACTA has Christine was just commenting on it in the hall, and I think we're ready, and I'm really excited to have success. I've been privileged to be supported by many mayors and city council members in our 7 cities, as well as the nonprofit leaders, business owners, and our own commissioners and board members, and most importantly, our staff. My work family, these truly are the best people you will find, both at work and in their personal lives, and I am going to name names. Joanne, Joe, Dennis, Carmen, Toby, Mike, Elizabeth, Nick, Ashley, Trevor, and Savina, and Deb, and only a couple of our employees who retired before me, Joy, Karen, Therese, and Sean. And finally, a round of applause is deserved by my family. My husband and 2 daughters, most of all, and my parents and 3 sisters and all of their offspring, who collectively made it possible for you all to see so much of me this past 35 years, and who I am most happy to say, whether they like it or not, will be seeing a lot more of me in the near future. Thanks. All right.
Forgot to advance the slide. Look at that list of all her accomplishments and years of service and leadership to both MACTA and to NATOA. So, she'll definitely be missed, Jodie, so hopefully she'll stay in touch, like I mentioned, and we'll definitely have a big party, MACTA party, when we get our new legislation funding passed. So